Hello again, everyone. So today we'll talk about the age estimation based on skeletal remains. So it would be the easiest way to look at it is from the teeth, based on the dentition growth, and the kesan can be seen on the teeth itself. And next is the sambungan tulang or the suture lines across the skeletal remains from cranial to any joints throughout age. So quickly we go through the direction of the anatomy of teeth and the surface direction. So this is the crown and the root, and beneath the animal would be the most external surface would be dentin, and then you will have the pulp chamber here. And so this is the Arab Mugan, where we are looking at the so this surface would be the facial, and this is the labial. On the same surface, it can be divided into labial, where you are dealing with the front incisor up to canine, and then for the molars, premolar and molars, uh, facing outside would be buccal surface, and inside we call it lingual, and mesial is towards middle line here, while distal is towards the other line, all the way to the back. So when we look at this picture, what do you think? Is it human or is it animal? You can form your own opinion after we finish. So pertumbuhan gigi, we have two sets of teeth. One is deciduous, another is permanent. So when you look at the deciduous dentition or gigi susu, when prenatal, before we were born, 5 months in utero, there's a formation of teeth, and then 7 months you can see the teeth are taking shape, but they are still not erupted yet. At birth, most of it with the crowns ready. At 6 months, plus minus 2 months, the first teeth in front incisor would be emerge, and then followed by the rest on the second incisor. So you can see that actually we are looking at a human's mixed dentition. Mixed means that these are the first set of the gigi susu, and these are the permanent teeth forming. This would be a permanent teeth, permanent tooth waiting to be erupted. So by looking at this picture and compare to this chart, you'll be able to tell how old is this specimen. And another way of looking at it is by taking an X-ray. So X-ray would give you a very clear picture as well, and you can compare it to the same chart for information for age estimation. Another way of age estimation is by looking at the Gehausan from on the teeth itself. So you can see the progressiveness from here, and then it is exposing the dentin, and then up here would be exposing the dental pulp, the pulp chamber itself, all the way to crossing it to the other side of the crown. So several charts has been developed throughout the years, where you compare the chart like a combination of this with that, and you place a specimen around this age. You can see that it's always a range that's given 17 to 25, 25 to 35. It's never is never able to give you a pinpointed age of how old exactly is one specimen. Is always a range. Likewise, this is a range of abrasion going through. So if you look at here, like let's say you are looking at the first molar, second molar, third molar, and they are scoring this along here, and you look back up here, it would be 32 plus minus of the age we has been wear. Likewise, these are other methodology of how to give an age estimation. Now we come to the pertumbuhan dan perkembangan tulang based on the tibia. And you can see when we are young, there's this ossification center where the long bones are elongated on both ends by these centers, stimulating it. And then until we are 18 years old, and you can see that the long bone has finally fused with this center. And this is the line you can see here on X-ray. This is when it was still growing, and this one when it's come together and fused. So the last fused bone in our body would be clavicle. It takes about 26 years to do so. And then sacrum come together around 16 to 23 years. Another way of estimating age would be through the suture line, can be seen around here, where when it's young, the suture line would be very clear. When it gets older, you can see that the sutures has been obliterated and become not very clear anymore because they've grown over each other and blurring up the lines. So these are the systems developed by using suture lines. When you have a composite, let's say for number 1 or until up to number 10, and you can see roughly what is the whether it's obliterated, and then you will give it a score, and then when you add up all together, and you can look at the mean age to get the age estimation. Another age indicator can be seen on the pelvic, this part on the symphysial surface on the pelvic bone. This is a bit difficult because it's based on the topology, but basically when we are younger, the morphology would be clearer, and when we go through age, the surface would become flattened out and become more porous. So that's all for this section.